on a plane. And let me just say, when you're 1,500 feet up in the air and you have no one to just express your feelings about the ending to the book on, it is very, very, very stressful, because this ending set up a whole lot of stuff for the third book, and I am not happy. I am happy, but I'm also not. I am so torn. Hey guys, welcome to my review of Raelia, the second book in the Midorian Chronicles series by the wonderful Lynette Noni. This is the sequel to ARKANAE, and I have a review for the first book, which I will link up here and also in the description down below. Now, ARKANAE follows the adventures of Alexandra Jennings, who one day walks through a door and finds this enchanted mystical world. She then realizes that she is the eye of this disinherited prince and he wants her blood so she can open the door to this world that he's trying to overtake, and she studies on how to, guide herself through this magical world at this academy called ARKANAE. The first book I gave a 5 out of 5 stars, and the sequel, Raelia, I also give 5 out of 5 stars because it was just a fantastic sequel. Lynette Noni set up things in the first book that are heavily paid off in the second book. Things that I like. She set up everything and it all paid off. And that's one thing I like about her writing style. She'll set something up earlier in the book and the payoff will come in later in the book, and it doesn't feel like it's out of the blue because you knew about it from the beginning. Also, what she does really well is she kept the first book as Alex getting adjusted to the setting of the world. She didn't try to rush it. She kept the first book just to Alex adjusting to the setting, and now that Alex is adjusted to the setting, the second book dives in because you already know the world and it picks off a swift pace. The pace of this book sort of dawdles from the softer, more school-like moments to the fast action like that, and it is so good, so great. I enjoyed every second of this book. The one thing I really, really appreciated Lynette doing was making it feel like a student's diary sometimes. She put excerpts of their school classes. She drew maps when the students were off doing outdoor classes. And it was just that extra detailing that really made it feel like it was real, like we were experiencing it from Alex's point of view. I also loved the romance that we're developing in this book. Now, like I said in my review of ARKANAE, the three main characters of this book are not in a love triangle. They're all friends, they're all copacetic, they're all like, hey man, what are you doing? But the emerging romance with the two new characters and one aforementioned character that was mentioned in the last book was done perfectly. You could see them emerging. Now, I will admit, when Alex was saying that all these hot nights were looking good, I just immediately thought of the reverse harem anime thing, and that was totally on me just because that was just it. But Alex's relationships with all the other characters were very thought out and well developed, plenty of callbacks, and I really, really appreciated that. There was no insta-love, it was just a slowly developing romance. And the ending, oh my god, I did not see that coming, and Lynette, no, why would you do that to Precious Cinnamon Roll character of all people? For now, that's all for the non-spoilery section. If you do want to pick out Raelia and ARKANAE, I will leave both links down below alongside my link to the ARKANAE review if you're interested in hearing more about the first book. But bye, people who haven't read the book. Now, can we get into spoilers here? Because I have much to discuss. Oh my god, did the threat level in this book rise up. At first, I didn't give Avian any, real... He was a threat, but he wasn't, a legitimate threat. Now, seeing his power and what he can do, I am legitimately scared for Alex. And when he took Jordan, I was pissed. I was like, yeah, I called it, because there's no way Jordan was just okay. I didn't buy it. I was like, yep, something had to be involved with the main villain, because Jordan is a happy-go-lucky character. He was my favourite character. He was my precious cinnamon roll. And he totally got mind-controlled, claimed, whatever. And I was not happy. I was like, no, Jordan, no. And so I'm rushing to finish this, and as I was finishing it, it left on this note, and I'm like, I need the third book. I need it now. I need to find out if Precious Cinnamon Roll lives, or what happens. I need to know. And that is a great hallmark of her writing, is that she makes you feel like you want to know things. cover for the third book was just released, and I will have a video about that coming after this one, because I have my thoughts on that and I have stuff to put up on the wall. But oh my god, like, I'm glad we got everything. Like, this book was just a perfect sequel. She manages to balance everything right. She manages not to give Alex plot armor and manages to actually give Alex abilities, which pays off later. She manages to write such good developed characters, even though they're new. And Hunter, sweetheart. Oh my god, was Hunter such a great character. Great teacher. His methods were a little bit questionable. But, oh, Hunter, sweetheart. We need to have a talk about your methods about outdoor activities appropriate for students. And the world building! The world building in this was incredible as well. All these elements made it so that it was a fantastic sequel, and I can't wait for Dracora, which is the third book in the series. This is what I believe a 5-book series, and if Dracora is going to be building more on Raelia, this is going to be the same 5 out of 5 star experience. I really love Raelia. I recommend that you pick it up right now and pick up the other book while you're at it and just read this series because it is so, so, so good. Raelia and ARKANAE are available from Batara Press, and I will leave their link down below. Thank you for watching this review reaction to Raelia. I look forward to Dracora and the rest of the series. I am so, so happy that I decided to pick up this series. And Raelia is signed, so it matches my signed copy of ARKANAE. I am so, so happy. Thank you so much for this installment, Lynette, and I will be looking forward to your third book. Thank you for watching and have a fabulous day. Bye.